it was in the works when the rebellion took place. There's just a series of things happened. Let me explain a little bit about where we were. At that point, it was myself and John Watson organizing the Inner City Voice. Now, we had several start-up with groups that didn't last for one reason or another. But John and I started Inner City Voice, and we recruited all of these cultural nationalists who had writing skills and so forth. But so at the same time, SNCC had articulated the position of Black Power. Okay, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, who had led voter registrations drives in the South, who was very much a part of the nonviolent movement in the South. But it took a turn in '66, I think it was, toward the position of Black Power, and began to split. And it split into a number of groups, including the group that went to the Panthers. Remembering that the Panthers based itself on the street thugs and youth. The League based itself on the working class. Elements within SNCC gravitated to the League, and other elements gravitated to the Panthers and the RNA, Republic of New Africa, which is basically a middle class organization. As we grew, though, we began to see that we were becoming more and more isolated, that the world we lived in was much bigger than just us. And so we had, for example, we learned how to publish a newspaper from whites, from Peter Werby and the Fifth Estate. You know, they'd been publishing for some time. We knew nothing about it. John Watson went over and studied with them and learned all the aspects of newspaper publishing. And he is the one who started, we started newspaper, and he taught everybody else. We had all kinds of relationships with whites. And, it's just, we couldn't be purists and get and do anything. And after we had begun our work and been successful at it, we knew that there was this vast white student movement that was disintegrating. That was, we encountered the SDS people. We met other people who were interested in the working class, who were interested in the white working class, and we thought that it would be much, much to advantage if somebody could begin to work with these white workers, who we knew in some cases were allies, and had great potential as allies. Interestingly enough, as you know, a lot of young whites, including some from the University of Michigan and other schools, went into the plants to organize. And some of them became union officials. Some of them got red baited. But I mean, it was enormously helpful for those people, to the whole working class, but to us as well, for those people that began to struggle inside these unions. And so we began to work with them, use whatever support and prestige we had to help them get launched. And we saw these organizations develop, and we gave whatever support we could, and we were very pleased with the support that they gave us. And as we became more and more, as we were more and more attacked, they more and more assisted us.